All right, testing. How about that? That sounds better, I think. Does everybody hear me? Am I on the internet? There we go. Let's close that. All right, I think I'm on. Anybody hear me? Testing 1, 2. There we go. Good morning. You're on and heard. Yay! All right. I think you have everything where it's supposed to be. Yeah, my camera looks a little washed out still, but it's either that or bad frame rate, one or the other. We'll figure it out. Anyway, good morning. It's Wednesday. It's coloring day on this channel, and today I am working on the nasty number 5. Yay! If I can find, there's the script. Sorry, I'm running in last minute today trying to get all this stuff ready. All right, I think we're good. How's everybody doing? Let's see. Oh, this is the script for number 7. I need number 5. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know what to do with my camera. It'll have to work. Yeah, I saw a thing the other day. It's very on Twitter. It's like, yeah, it's very common in comics to be working on, issue 5, doing the cover for number 8, and number 1 is just hitting the shelf. And yeah, it's fun to keep track of where everything is. Sorry, guys. I'm opening my script now. So the interesting thing with this issue is we're sort of seeing a movie play out that's meant to be on like an old VHS. And so I downloaded a bunch of various VHS glitchy effects from the clip store because I don't really know how to do all that stuff very well. And I'm hoping that I find something here that's just like really bonehead easy. And the audio stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. Can you guys hear me? Are you guys not hearing me? Is everything okay? YouTube is complaining about bit rates. What is my bit rate anyway? I changed the video bit rate, but did I change the audio? It all seems to be normal. Sounds fine. YouTube is trying to freak me out here. Leave me alone, YouTube. I'm trying to color. Is it louder than before? It should be louder, and hopefully it doesn't like blow your eardrums out if I talk louder all of a sudden. There's nothing I hate more than bad audio. Alright, so this is the base layer. And this is something else. I'm gonna make the flats I'll explain this in case there's anybody new here. Although I don't think that there is. One day somebody new will show up, maybe. One of those days. We have the inks that are on a separate layer on top. They're on a transparent layer. We're gonna color in this area. Here's my flats, set as a reference. My wand, set to refer to the reference layer. You guys know all this. And then we have a few selection layers just to help us out. And that's about it. And then some panels. There we go. Now we're ready. All right, so we are... Oh, you know what I need? You know what you could do? What I'm sitting here realizing I could do? It's probably too long. But I could dump the whole script. I wouldn't do this. But I could update the whole script into one of these chat bots and just tell it every time you see a color, make a note, let me know. and that way you know all the colors. It might learn how to write though, and that maybe that wouldn't work. I don't know. All right, so this house is we have red carpet is which we don't I don't think we see any carpets, but we'll make the chair match the carpet maybe. Everything is worn out. Wooden mahogany wooden doors. 80s style power suit check. Yeah. Don't train our AI overlord. No, but that would be hilarious. Be like, can you just tell me where if there's a color, pull it out and let me know what to do. Otherwise, I have to read it all. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I read the scripts, guys. I read them. IT taking the backseat right now. Yeah, one of these days, SES Powerlifting, their manager is going to come in and go, okay, we've been looking at the productivity for the week, and it's pretty good, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday morning for like 2 hours. We don't really know what happens there, but our tickets just really slow down. No, thank you for showing up, man. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good day at work. Hopefully it's not too terrible. All right, so I think, what do we want to do here? I think we want to just make this look nice and moody and spooky. Because it is meant to be a horror movie in the 80s. We'll see how that goes. Do you read the whole script ahead of time or just the current page scene? In a perfect world, I sit down and read the whole thing all at one time. And that happens about 60% of the time. But usually it's like, what scene am I on? I say usually, that's really not true. Usually I read the whole thing ahead of time. But then there's other times that, if time is tight, then just grab the scene I'm in or read a few scenes ahead. I've learned that it's tough to it's tough to try to piecemeal scripts a little bit at a time, to me, because if you do, like, very often you'll end up, or it's possible you'll end up in a situation where it's like you've got a set idea for a page, or not a set idea, but you've got like an idea you think you're going to do, and it works great, but you didn't know that later on in the book there's a scene that specifically calls for, like, the color scheme you chose for a different, for the page you're in now. I had that happen one time, and it was all it takes is once, but it kind of threw off the whole issue because I had intended on doing whatever it was I was doing. I don't even remember what the specifics of it was, but once I got down to this page, I was like, oh, this really looks great. This is a good fit. And sure enough, like, this other scene, like, really specifically asked for, like, that, whatever it was. It was like a big red scene or something. I can't remember. But so after that, I tried to make sure that I actually read the whole thing through for the most part. And I'm just kind of keeping all this stuff in this sort of warm color family, and then we can it should set us up nicely for our red carpet. Excuse me. The manager sits behind me and knows not to bother me. There you go. You know where all the bodies are buried. You can make email stop working. He should know not to mess with you. What drawing tablet do I use? Is it a display? Have I used some of the cheaper types like Huion? I've dabbled with them a little bit. I did a few what do you call it? I did a few reviews years ago. They're not even really relevant anymore. I don't think. But anyway, they're all right. Like you know, there's Huion and XP Pen and there's lots of good tablets out there anymore. You don't have to spend $1 million anymore, unless you just want to spend $1 million on a tablet, and you probably can. I did see that Wacom has a new 27-inch. It's like $3,000 or something, or $4,000 by the time I think you buy the stand for it. Wacom 27 Pro. $34.99, and that's and there's more digits after the decimal point on that one. $3,500 doesn't include a stand. Yeah, that's another $500. So no, that's the one you have to buy. No, I'm kidding. No, you're good. Use whatever, man. I actually have. I wish someone would just send me one, and then I would just block off like a quarter of it, and that's where I would work. And I'd have all this space for the chat and Netflix and everything else, you know. And I would use half the monitor, less than half the monitor. I did a series of Photoshop tricks and tips. Will you be doing any kind of tips and tricks for CSP? I've got a few on the channel, right? I mean, it's been a while, but no, there's a handful. Yeah, my schedule's about to get to make YouTube like making regular videos almost unattainable for me, and so you'll get a nice update video from me at some point between now and August. I'm trying to bring myself to write it. Huion $70. Yeah, like somebody else has one of the Canvas, one of the new ones. So like, there's options. You know, you don't have to spend $1 million. What's the news? What's going to be keeping me so busy? Massage school. Yeah. That's what everybody was thinking, right? Yeah, I actually let's see what color do I want that to be? Yeah, and this is probably I'm getting the local color in the ballpark, but I'm probably gonna be shifting this around. But no, I think I feel like I think I've talked about this a little bit around here, but not very much. But all of my physical issues that I've had for the last couple of years are starting, or not starting. They've been resolving. But as a side effect, I just have mutant powers for tension in the body now. Like, and I mean this dead serious. It's left my own massage therapist who's been doing it for like 15 years. She's like, you're the most sensitive person I've ever met in my life, and it's like, well, it's like my whole body is turned into like a radar for it. And I've always been very, I've always gotten massages regularly, and I'm very, I believe in them. For, people think of massage and just think, oh, your muscles are sore and they feel better, but there's a lot more to it than that. And I feel, and also it just so happens that the hold on, I gotta look up 80s power shoot female. Nice. So do I go with the teal and pink or brown? But but anyway, there's a local uh, we had an oil spill. I don't know if you guys heard about that a couple of years ago that BP did, and well, they've been paying for that ever since, literally, lots and lots of money. And so one of the things they're doing is they're setting up, what would you call it? They're free, tuition free work programs, and so I can literally get the license at no cost to myself. So I was like, well, that works out. So I'm still gonna be coloring. Coloring's not going anywhere. I'll have a new side hustle, and that's the plan. But at some point, I'll do like a real update video and explain everything in a way that may make a little more sense, but probably not. I'm just going with the flow here. For the first time, maybe ever, going with the flow on something. But no, I feel like the universe has lined this up for me, and so I feel pretty strongly about it. So I'm gonna give it a shot, and we'll see what happens. You'll have to sign an agreement to say you'll never say anything bad about BP. Well, here's what's funny to me about that is there's like there were 5 like degree programs or whatever that were available for this deal, and it was like one of them. Of course, there was massage therapy. There was cosmetology. Really, anything that like AI just can't jump out of the computer and do to people. Massage therapy, cosmetology, something else I can't remember that seemed made sense. And then like underwater drone pilot school, basically, And I'm like, here's BP getting their money back. It's like I don't know, maybe underwater drones, maybe some company might have large things built out over the water that might need drone pilots, and we're just gonna slide that in there too. So yeah, it's that's not obvious or anything. But no, that's the plan. I will, if I'm accepted and all that stuff, which I don't think it'll be an issue, but I'll start in August. Um, it's very time extensive program, so something is going to have to go, and I'm afraid it's going to be YouTube. YouTube has been tough for me for a while now. I'm going to still stream every week. That's my goal. It won't be at the same time, because I'll be in class at this time. But I do want to keep a weekly stream, just because for my own mental health. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy this every week, and I want to keep doing that. But as far as like regular videos and that kind of thing, like I do want to. I'll clarify all of that in a video soon, because yeah, I really don't want people signing up for like Patreon expecting like a video from me every week. I mean, I don't think anybody is. If you're in there now expecting that, you should know better. But no, I need to clear all that up, and I won't be able to keep doing what I'm doing, the way I'm doing it. Not for about 9 months anyway. From August to May, I think. So there's the scoop. There's the big scoop. Someone say something. It's like someone give me some amount of feedback on that information. I've like yeah, it's like dead silence to all of that is not exactly what I was hoping for. But hope BP aren't supplying the essential oils. Yeah, exactly. It's all very normal. It's a little on the dark side, but no, it's okay. Thank you, Jason. That's exciting is better than nothing at all. I appreciate it. I'd be like, and I decided to grow a second head. What do you guys think? Crickets. Like, oh my god. Anyway, fun stuff. Fun stuff. We all just silently log off. That's kind of what it felt like. I was kind of afraid. Oh, they just gave up on me. Everyone's gone already. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It is one of those things that I feel like I had to acknowledge at some point. You're working from home today, you'll get to lurk around. I appreciate it, Ella. Yeah, like I said, there'll still be streams. They won't be at the same time, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But yeah, keep lurking. Like I try to be pretty good about, people want to be quiet, be quiet. Of course. Lurk. I'm a lurker most of the time. The video games have been preparing us? Probably so. You missed the beginning. I won't be making videos while I'm studying. Correct. And honestly, I don't know if there will ever be regular videos on this channel ever again. Like, it's... Even when I'm done, if I... And I probably will do more YouTube videos, but they will not be on this channel. This channel is going to be streaming only and very separate from whatever I decide to go forward with on YouTube. My channel is cursed, I'm afraid. And I'm kind of letting, you can tell I'm letting some of this underlying grayish blue color come through just so it blends with everything and ties it together a little bit. And I'm probably going to end up doing... I'll end up shifting some of this around, I think, too, but we're not quite there yet. I feel like you've produced pretty much everything anyone would ever need to get started and succeed at coloring. You're down to tips and tricks now, and you have several of those videos now. I mean, there's so much more. It's not that there's nothing more to say. There's a lot more, I think, to be learned. But I have felt like I have been screaming into the void with my channel for a couple of years now. Like, I've tried different types of videos, short videos, long videos. Like, I don't want to turn this into a whole big complain about YouTube thing, but, and it's not about the algorithm or anything. It's just, I hate marketing and I hate social media, and I don't like doing it, and it shows. So, you know, it is what it is, but I know myself, and I know that I'm never going to be that guy that's like, you know, cranking out the social media posts to promote videos. I can't. It kills me. Just, it hurts my soul to spend thought on social media. And I'm paying for that. Um, so, um, but no, I don't think there. I've said this before, and I'll this will all I'll cut all of this into maybe something coherent. Um, but anyway, it's just tough. It's just been very tough, and I need to do something different that feels like a little bit more effective. Do it as often as you like. It's not a competition to be the most popular YouTuber or to make a fortune doing it. No, it just has to be worth my time. It does have to be worth a little bit of my time, and that they're making it very difficult to do that. And like I said, I'm not helping the situation with how I'm handling it either. So, but yeah, it's just gonna sort of drift off and become the streaming channel of choice to keep that separate for whatever's coming next. Comic coloring is pretty specific. I think most people who want to know have found you, but I believe you talked about a potential draw with Kurt, which could draw a much larger audience. It won't be anything. It'll probably just. I do want to talk about making comics specifically. I don't think it'll even be specific to drawing. Like, I just it'll be whatever it needs to be probably. Um, but I don't think. Interestingly enough, there's a massage YouTuber that I follow named Massage Sloth, and it's sort of insane how aligned our at least early on YouTube stuff was, because I found these posts from Reddit of him asking other massage therapists like please make videos. Like, there's, and I think that's my biggest issue, is that no one is making coloring videos regularly. Not just coloring, not just for comics. Like, it's such a specific thing. And I've talked to people. I had another colorist reach out to me, like, almost asking for permission to start a channel. Like, I mean, I appreciated it, but it was a little insane to me. Like, start a freaking channel. Yes, of course. Like, there's a jillion ways to do this. What are you talking about? Like, but yeah, like, there's not enough for the algorithm to see, to know that, like, oh, this channel should be watched with this channel, and this guy's talking about coloring, this guy's talking about coloring. Like, I can see in my analytics that there aren't other channels people are watching getting coloring content if you're in my audience. Like, like the analytics shows me the top videos, and none of them are related to coloring comic books. That's my problem. There aren't enough people doing this. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I didn't say it was a good idea. I just said that's what's going on. I'm reading your comment, Ella. Sorry, give me 1 second. You've recently discovered my channel. You've learned so much. I really hope you don't disappear forever. I really appreciate that. I don't think I'll disappear forever, but it will be, my wife and I like to talk about, the different sections and different pathways we've been through life, as seasons, and this is, and it's very much just another take on this too shall pass, but this will be a season of sacrifice and a season of holy shit, my schedule is insane, but when I come out the other end of it, I think it'll be better. I hope. But I've still got my book to make. And so I think my plan that I told this to my my live class this weekend, or last weekend, whenever that was. I was telling them that this channel was never meant to be an authority when I started, and that's why it was like how I color comics. Like I literally just, it's how I do it. Don't listen to me, and now it's like I feel like I can actually be an authority about making comics, like, and so a little bit anyway. I would hope 10 years of coloring gives me something, but yeah, we'll just start over with another YouTube journey with some guy telling you how to do stuff he doesn't really know how to do, just how this one started. That's my hope, is we just start over talking about drawing and coloring and everything and writing and all that stuff. So I appreciate it, Mr. Woods. Thank you for the support. But no, it really, like, I mean, I'm not being facetious when I say that, like, YouTube just doesn't know what to do with my channel. Even if I was doing everything right, which I'm not, they just, it would be a struggle regardless, because there's just not enough like it. And being unique is cool, but like being too unique on YouTube is not cool. Apparently. Coming soon, color with Chris. No, go for it. I would love to come back, 9 months after my school's out, and there's just a whole little network of coloring channels. Start building it up. Hey Chris, how's it going? Oh man. Sorry I haven't got a lot of coloring done today. It's been here half an hour. I haven't even got this thing, like, actually it'll probably come together pretty quick here before I'm done. Cuz I'm not doing a ton of rendering on this. The rendering is going to be really simple. Kind of cell shaded for the most part. Sorry, that was some coloring information there. I don't know if I just slip that in. Let's do it together. Color with the Chris's. There you go. No, like, it's not a bad idea. Like if someone did want to start, partner up, start a couple of them, and I'll give you a signal boost. And I don't know if you'd want a signal boost from me. It's like, oh, people watch this guy's channel? Stay away. Weirdos. Weirdos, a lot of them. right, and I'm going to take a look at the rest of this scene. Because one thing I figured out is that I am terrible about trying to understand a scene without, or like I've done it before, where I will choose a color for a scene and then get like an establishing shot or get something on a future scene that or future page that opens it up or something or does something different. So I'm just making sure before I make any strong decisions. Oh, I know where we are. Okay. Yeah, no, we're good. You get scolded by your wife for buying streaming gear, but you don't really stream. I mean, you never know. You one day might become a streamer. Talk about bad production quality. You don't even need a mic. You don't need to see me. It's probably costing me money that you do see me. You just turn this off, stream with OBS, capture your screen. Who needs a camera? Heck, what's his name? Marquez Brownlee, MKBHD. He started his new autofocus channel with an iPhone on purpose, like just to show people that it doesn't really matter. Of course, it helps to have a channel with a jillion views to back you up, but no, you can start wherever. All right, so I'm gonna put an overlay layer on top of all of this. Be careful, I might have something to say about coloring here. Hold on. Since somebody said we need a sound, I need a sound effect for. He's actually going to talk about coloring now. No, but I do want this to look more like this than like I did it. What we're learning from today's stream is a lot of artistic people are far too introverted to start a channel. Dude, I am Captain Introvert. This is all fake. You do have to have like a modicum of self-confidence. Like you have to have a little disillusion about, you know. Anyway. I'm gonna select. This is what that layer is for, by the way. People that go, what are these layers for? Is what I'm about to do right now. Control click that layer and I automatically select all the people. How about that? And now, actually, I'm going to put a mask on this overlay layer. This is a trick I have not done since /Resurrection. I don't know why I stopped doing it. But I'm slightly painting that green overlay away just in a little bit. And it brings out that local color a little bit more. And it's very subtle. But especially trying to blend pinks and greens together, nah, they tend to go so. We may all have to stream to coordinate underground rebellions against our AI masters. Have you guys seen the new generative fill AI thing? I've got the new Photoshop. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find this real quick. This is the cover for the Nasty number 7, by the way. And if I put, I'm gonna right click this and, or no, what's the command for that? Control Shift Alt E. Does that still work? Yes, it does. And then if I take that and shrink it down, I've not tried this at all. Oh, none of my shortcuts are working because this is a new Photoshop installation. Bear with me a second. No, there we go. Now, if I select the do I have to select anything? I wonder if we select that and then invert it, that's not inverting. I don't know what any of these buttons are. There we go. And then, is it under image? It's under edit, fill. That's content aware. That's not. That's the old one. I haven't actually looked to see how to do this. What's it under? Select the black and white and let it generate. Yeah, but where is the actual generative fill? That's what I'm looking for. Generative fill Photoshop. I'm on their website. Is it under there? No, no. Let me check the chat. Maybe somebody knows. It popped up. I think you closed it. So you're saying it is under... Hold on. Puppet warp, sky replacement, content aware scale, content aware fill. I don't think this is it. All right, well, I tell you what, if somebody, I'm not going to sit here and keep trying to find this, but if somebody should happen to know where this is, or knows what this is, let me know. Yeah, I'm clicking stuff. Stuff is not really happening. But yeah, I'll after I'm done with this page, if I've got some time, we might go back and take a look at it. But basically, I want to see someone take like the Mona Lisa and draw another 3 feet around it, just to see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. It's again, it's just crazy tech. It's just crazy tech. You'll show generative fill in your channel. Yeah, if someone is able to find where that is in Photoshop, I'd appreciate it. Someone's already done it on Twitter. Yeah, probably so. Someone's already done every idea. Probably already. Excuse me. But yeah, we're getting closer and closer to just having all that stuff built into everything. It'll be in everything. Everything. I saw NVIDIA, and I'm wondering if we're going to stop calling GPUs GPUs. Like graphics cards. everybody was pissed off about, crypto taking advantage of them and driving the price way up. Well, now it's like the AI uses GPUs. Are they GPUs if they're not doing graphics? Are they AI PUs now? Maybe. Something to think about. All right. I'm gonna make. Yeah, I think I am. I'm gonna make a levels adjustment here that is basically yellow light, yellowish. Right about there. Yeah. AIPU without pronouncing it IPU. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the prices on graphics on all that stuff is just out of sight. It's all insane. Yeah, I actually this computer I'm on now. I had to replace the motherboard and the well, I didn't have to replace the storage, but I wanted some kind of upgrade for tearing my computer apart and putting it back together all day. And so I did get a slightly faster uh, M.2 like storage drive for it, and a little bit more space. Because there's nothing worse than tearing a computer apart and putting it back together for nothing, for the same thing you had before, you know? Oh, hey, Jimmy, how's it going? Long time no see. Hope all is well and vodka, cranberry, Red Bull, and lime. Nice. Doing a lot of lurking recently. How's things? We're good. So far, so good. How am I doing on time? It's only been 50 minutes. It feels like I've been here 2 hours already. I think I'm just hungry already. That's what determines the stream length, really, is how much my stomach is growling. I don't know. Is this? Am I gonna get demonetized? Is this too risque for YouTube? Might be. It's pretty intense. Has everybody that wanted to see the The new Guardians movie. Have you seen it yet? Can we talk about that yet? It might still be too early. Let's do it. All right, so I guess if you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3 yet, you don't want to be spoiled. Maybe you should put your fingers in your ears. No, so how good was it? Like I think it was my favorite. I think even as dark as it was, I think it might be my favorite. And that's saying a lot. You missed Quantumania and Shazam 2. I don't think Shazam's really related. Quantumania was barely related. You don't think you missed anything? Horrified by the sheer amount of animal cruelty. It was a lot. It was a lot. My wife was like, "That was a lot." That was her exact words. I'm like, "Yeah, it was." My favorite in the Guardians of the Galaxy? No, I think my favorite MCU movie. Like it's up there for me. You've never seen a villain more villainized? he was an excellent villain. Excellent villain. Say what? Do you have an opinion? Come here. Come here. Come on. No? What is it, buddy? What is it? You're tired of me? What are you doing? What are you doing? You want to jump up here and yell? Huh? It's okay. What did you guys do to my cat? Good grief. Let me go check. Let me go. Okay. I don't know. My wife's hanging out outside. I think he's just irritated. There's no one petting him. There's just no one for him to lay on or anything. So come jump on me and scream. It's up there for you. Top 10, definitely. Maybe top 5. How many are there? Is top 10 really? Is that the top third? No, I think it was cool that what would you call it? Like, it's just so obvious that they had a plan that included all 3 movies, which I guess that's the low bar today. Is all the writing was coherent for 3 movies in a row, but that's all it takes. I'm talking to you, latest Star Wars trilogy. Yeah, there's like 30 movies, so yeah, I guess saying it's the top 10 is like, yeah, it's like a top third or something. I don't know. I like the message. I like the underlying themes about self love and all that stuff. Like it's just, and I don't know. I needed it to hear it. I think that's why James Gunn is gonna kill it in DC. Like James Gunn don't miss people. Like of course he's gonna kill it. I think he does really good. I think he does good stuff. I even like all of his old weird movies. Like he's got some strange stuff in his catalog. It's all pretty entertaining. The cat was very upset about the High Evolutionary. Yeah, exactly. Aramis was like, "Here's what I think about torturing little raccoons." Yeah, they pushed that. They really pushed that movie. They pushed it about as far as I think they could push it and get away with it. This is just a big levels adjustment over the top to increase the contrast. Since I chose a bunch of colors that are very kind of muted. So now I'm wondering, I've not even looked at this, but I'm about to try it. Um, these are auto actions for supposedly making VHS effects. I'm going to try it first on a layer above everything, just so that I know what it does. And where do we start? Let's see what... we hit play here? What are we doing? I don't usually run this way. Okay, that didn't really seem to do a whole lot. How about this one? Not everything all at once. Okay, how about that one? I don't think these work, guys. What do you think? I literally see it doing nothing. Do you have to put a checkbox next to it first? No? Well, that was anticlimactic. Do a selection first? Yeah, it's making a lot of layers. They're just not doing anything. Um, let's see. Let's delete all of that again. Let's run a selection this time. And hit the button. I guess we're meant to actually... Yeah, we're meant to move these around. It doesn't do that for you. Everyone with Procreate is laughing hard right now. Manual chromatic aberration. We have a button for that. Let's see, where is... Are we doing this the whole issue? I guess we could, if I put a mask on the group, we could then paint it out where we don't want it. What does this other stuff do? You were right. Thank you to whoever had that idea. What does a wave glitch do? Oh, it makes it wavy, guys. It's working. Oh, we can really screw this up. Okay. Okay, well, at least it's working. Well, that's good to know. I will play around with all this stuff later. I do like the way the chromatic aberration looks on this. That looks like an old VHS tape, but what happens when... Let's put that on top. Oh, that's just darkening, basically. Yeah, I need to play around with all this stuff. Yeah, there's places where this effect's too strong, and there's others where it's not. But I'll find a happy medium in there somewhere. I think I know it's cut a little early today, guys, but I need to run. And where did I get them? Oh, I just VHS Effect Clip Studio. It was like the first result in the asset store. Just started using CSB. I know you've probably said it 100 times. Where'd you get the brush? If you Google that brush name and then like Clip Studio, it'll pull up their store. I can't remember the name of the artist, but like Krupuk Wash Brush CSP, you'll find it. It'll be the first thing. Let's go hit our local comic stores for Star Storm #1 out today, colored by Jason Feinstone. That's right. But and I forgot to ask, any other questions before I wrap this up today? And I appreciate everybody hanging out today. This is a fun one. And I'm thinking once I figure out this VHS effect, can you run multiple actions with an action? That would be nice. All right, I don't see any other questions, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see y'all again soon.